I'm Tony Westling, and this is The Point. In the face of highly dramatic current events, brands have suddenly been growing spines and exercising their long fallow moral fiber. Following the murder of 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High School, CEOs of Delta Airlines and Dick's Sporting Goods, among a great many other brands, made a couple of surprising announcements. Edward Stack, Dick's CEO, announced that they would no longer sell guns to anyone under 21 and would stop carrying high-capacity magazines and AR-15s, the semi-automatic rifle used by the perpetrator of the massacre. Stack captured the prevailing zeitgeist with a terse, brutally honest statement, quote, "Thoughts and prayers are not enough," unquote. Delta, which ended a promotional relationship with the National Rifle Association in the days following the shooting, was subsequently castigated by Georgia lawmakers who voted to punitively end a tax break on jet fuel that benefited Delta. Our decision was not made for economic gain, and our values are not for sale, stated Delta CEO Ed Bastian. Over on the Russian front, social media tech giants Twitter and Facebook came to the realization that they were at least partially responsible for Hillary Clinton's loss in the presidential campaign and absolutely responsible for the tribalism and coarseness of dialogue sweeping the country. Twitter founder and CEO Jack Dorsey took to, where else, but Twitter, unleashing an epic tweet storm to let the world know where the brand and its leadership team stood on the matter. We have witnessed abuse, harassment, troll armies, manipulation through bots and human coordination, misinformation campaigns, and increasingly divisive echo chambers, wrote Dorsey. We aren't proud of how people have taken advantage of our service or our inability to address it fast enough. While working to fix it, he continued, we've been accused of apathy, censorship, political bias, and optimizing our business and share price instead of the concerns of society. This is not who we are or who we ever want to be. So if this sentiment sounds somehow familiar in the social media realm, it could be because Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg had said something uncannily similar only a few months earlier. Quote, "First, let me say this. I care deeply about the democratic process and protecting its integrity. Facebook's mission is all about giving people a voice and bringing people closer together. Those are deeply democratic values, and we're proud of them. I don't want anyone to use our tools to undermine democracy. That's not what we stand for." So, how are we supposed to view this sudden corporate surge of concern for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? One could take the cynical view that it's all for PR's sake. And yes, there will always be a commercial imperative for brands. However, to those of us who study and build brands every day, there has been a perceptible shift in brands' authenticity towards being truly values and mission driven. Sure, this is clearly done because it makes money and attracts top talent, but it actually makes sense on an even deeper level. A growing number of brand leaders of today, and the people who work for them, and the customers who support them, they're actually different. The brands are more outwardly mindful and moral than the corporate raiders and polluting profiteers of yesteryear, and consumers are more discerning and attentive to corporate social responsibility than they were in years past. Brands are facing unprecedented challenges, and they're meeting them with grace and resolve. In many cases, brands are stepping up where government would traditionally have led the way, but in the current climate is not. So, if this trend towards true corporate social responsibility holds, the future of brands, my friends, is very bright indeed. I'm Tony Wessling, and this is The Point.